Hello, welcome back to the channel. Thank you for being here. Let's see which zodiac sign needs the next reading the most at this time. Taurus. Welcome back, Taurus. People and placements. Let's dive in. Taurus's most important vital piece of advice and message to guide them, Taurus energy. Thank you. You got the love in the reverse, so you might be feeling a little bit um, but it looks like all the faces on this picture are not very happy. It says codependency and boundaries, so let's go ahead and read that. The Hadrians are believed to be beacons of pure divine unconditional love, who see love in all people and situations. As a result, they can find it hard to have boundaried, interdependent, healthy relationships because they only see unconditional nature of those they meet. Okay, this could be something about finances. The lovers of the cosmos, they dive in fast for intimacy. They're here to learn how to love while in a separate body, to learn to love self first, and then establish healthy relationships with others. To remember that the love they seek is already within, that they truly do have love all on their own, which makes sense. The entire universe is love, right? Especially if you've been listening to near death experiences, you tend to see that. The message of this card, and that's on YouTube. The message of this card is to review the ways you may need to establish healthier boundaries. Perhaps you're in a codependent relationship in which you might be losing your sense of self. It's common for starseeds to dive deep into relationships, particularly with those who feel safe or familiar on a soul level. I'm getting a sense though that somebody around you might have been like, there's some kind of like anxiety that you might be picking up on. Perhaps you're in a relationship in which you give more than you receive, or perhaps there's a certain volatility to it and you're always unsure of where you stand. This card is assigned to do a relationship review and see what energetic agreements you've made, consciously or unconsciously, to acknowledge if there are relationships in which you feel anxious or powerless, in which you don't feel like it's safe to relax and just be you, to assess if there are any places of inadequacy that you've used a relationship to soothe and cover up. This is about doing that shadow work, right? This is about self-esteem, self-love, definitely at the forefront of all of this. So let's dive in. Let's grab some. I'm going to grab this deck. I feel like I don't use this deck so often. So what better day than New Year's, right? Taurus. Yeah, that's interesting. Taurus. Breath. Slowing down, right? Doing breathing exercises, grounding, imagining roots coming out from your feet into the soil to push all that gray black energy out and call in white and golden light energy within. Let's see what we get. Inspiration, presence, and life force. Maybe you feel a bit detached or disassociated. There is no direct way to practice alchemy there's no more direct way than to study Pneuma. We all have access to the mystical phenomenon known as breath. It occurs every moment, gracing us with the gift of existence upon the physical plane. If alchemy is, as suggested in this book, the merging of physical and mystical, then this card serves as our ever-reliant bridge, which makes sense. If you do breathing exercises, you tend to notice you get more steady, your aura is stronger, things like that. Aura strengthening and healing could be really important here. You can find that on YouTube, how to heal your aura, etc. Then this card serves as our ever-reliant bridge. Interesting. Okay. It is the magical within us, the expanding and generating life force that animates our life. This card might appear simple, but it's not. No matter how advanced you are in studying the breath, if you heed the message of this card, you will find it has more to teach. Bow to it at this very moment, and you will discover the work revitalizes itself. New space opens. Pneuma is your lifelong alchemical ally, stating its love with every inhale and exhale. When this Pneuma card appears, it's a call to make room to expand and to soften the approach to the work. The other cards present in the reading may benefit from more spaciousness as well, which makes sense. We have codependency here. So really making time to pull out of your dynamic to really nurture and have a relationship with yourself and your spirit team and your spirit guides and your spiritual growth, right, will be important. Not expecting, other people to always kind of fulfill that void or be too desperate for that, right? It is no coincidence that nearly every spiritual and mystical lineage bows to the breath via observation of it, meditation, breath techniques, pranayama, or chanting or song. Mantras are great. I would put on Tripura Sundari mantra or some other kind of really high vibrational goddess energy mantra, but to each their own. Let's grab you a few tarot for Taurus. Messages for Taurus. Yeah, something about like really tapping into your spirituality with High Priestess here, kind of guiding you between the gateways. There could be a contract. You can see the little scroll and then there's like a bunch of like it looks like mistletoe or ivy, and then there's mountains, and it's kind of barren, but it's like you're going between a transition stage, right? There could even be something ending. She's literally has a skull atop her head, right? So maybe you're realizing like movement towards a certain direction is not the vibe anymore. um, yeah, there's a lack of like esteem or patience or kindness in this situation, and I feel like it's been draining your energy for probably some time, because obviously strength in the reverse is not, it doesn't look so great, eh? So let's see more about that card. Yeah, it's a self doubt here, lacking courage, lack of self control, vanity here. Yeah, making sure that you're seeing beyond like the superficial kind of, like, even if it looks good on paper, it might not be good in real life, right? So, anything else for Taurus? Like, there could be other holistic factors that play into this, right? So, let's dive in. Taurus, messages for Taurus energy, messages for Taurus people and placements. Thank you, Taurus energy. Facade, yeah, beliefs. This is about changing your beliefs, getting closer to spirituality, grounding yourself, opening yourself up to gnosis through meditation. Yeah, ego, so like vanity and pride here. Maybe this is somebody narcissistic around you that's been draining your life force energy, or this could be you accidentally kind of only concerned about how the relationship looks more than how it makes you feel type vibe, right? So yeah, so you're it looks like you're coming out of a sense of rejection or loss or being fragmented, kind of putting the, yeah, because we can even see in the first card, there's multiple faces here. It's kind of like being pulled in every which way by multiple people, so there's something about like bringing that back to a cohesive whole. But let's grab some juicy messages for Taurus energy, messages for Taurus. Something here about money could be really relevant as well. Taurus people placements, like maybe things have gotten more expensive, and they are an opportunist, okay? And what else do we have? Well, this was wanted just to hook up. It was in the reverse, but maybe not. Maybe this person was not the committal sort. They weren't interested in that. It's not part of their life path, or, we all make our blueprints before we come here, right? So, born with gifts. Interesting. So, this could be you, or maybe we'll get some extra cards on what those gifts could possibly revolve around. What are these gifts? Born with gifts for Taurus. Maybe you have like very good intuition. Taurus's gifts, please. For those watching, messages for Taurus's gifts. Tell us. Thank you. Cancer. This could be something. Yeah, cancers are extremely receptive and intuitive. They're a water sign, right? So they can pick up on emotions in their family, in their local environment, in their surroundings, in their home. You could also be a good homemaker. You could enjoy kind of nurturing and being a good mother or whatever. Like that could be part of your gifts or your subset of skills. Your feelings, yeah, mostly your feelings and your communication. The third house, 369, are very magical numbers. So those are maybe you can pick up on people's thoughts or based on their communication or something like that as well. Um, hmm. But there's something dark here, definitely. Like maybe you understand darker emotions, which helps you to kind of notice it in others or something like that as well. I don't know if that makes any sense. I'm going to pull a white light for the Tauruses. Most important vital advice for Taurus energy, Taurus people and placements at this time. Most important vital advice to guide them towards peace, stability, and tranquility for Taurus. We've got two here, Bastet. So this is a very independent energy, right? The Catwoman-esque vibes, and Yogini of 285 hertz. So this could be something about, we keep seeing like changes in your real estate. I don't know if you're moving or family changes. All right, 8:30 on the clock when I see that. So I guess we'll start with Yogini. Perhaps changes in your life, including closing doors or missed opportunities, are not going to derail your fulfillment. Realignments are happening based on divine wisdom and timing. You are being diverted from unnecessary obstacles and suffering. Trust in how your life path is unfolding. Stay true to your authentic healing journey because it's working, whether you realize it or not. Significant inner healing is taking place. And that all starts with awareness, right? Awareness melts away problems naturally. So when we come to these new realizations with astrological transits or whatever, really shifts things, definitely, because our outer reality reflects the inner one. You've been moving so fast for so long that you're not realizing how wound up you've become. Gently unwind now to drop into a deeper, slower healing rhythm, and you will restore your body, mind, and soul. Things which seem too difficult right now will soon seem very manageable and even pleasurable to accomplish. Wow. Wow. And that's just the power of kind of our mindset, when we kind of ground ourselves down and kind of relax and really give us more stability and equilibrium before we kind of tackle something here, which can be very useful with meditating here for sure. There could be like a lack of compassion in your communications right now with somebody as well. There's a lot of hurt people or vulnerable people at this time, which could be causing like, I don't know, maybe somebody's shutting away from somebody. I'm not sure. That could maybe probably be a good thing, especially, right? Um, but let's see if we have any last Messages for Taurus. Taurus people and placements. Messages for Taurus energy. Thank you. Deer in the reverse in the future position. So this could be you literally pulling away from somebody, or you could have been dealing with somebody like Mrigashira Nakshatra, which is quite a chaser energy. These could be people that are very kind of selfish in a way, but that's because of the traits of their zodiac. Well, the nakshatra, the chaser. It's kind of after Taurus is a subset of kind of Eve, living in bliss and without a care in the world. And then Mrigashira is the next kind of subset in the Gemini section of zodiac sign, and they kind of begin to question things. So there could be something about questioning your reality or questioning your communication with people around you as well. And yeah, because the third house of Gemini rules early education, right? Taurus kind of rules the point where the baby's eating a lot or just needs to get nurtured with love and care. And Aries rules that first kind of initial uncomfortable push out of that's how I see it at least. But you are loved, angelic symbols here. So you are definitely being guided, especially the more that you take time away or kind of stop and allow yourself to receive these symbols will be important as well because you obviously have extreme spiritual guidance coming in. This could be ancestors, feminine ancestors, moon phases could be relevant as well. But I'm going to end it here. I hope you've enjoyed this short little reading. Happy holidays. If you want a personal, you can use the Buy Me a Coffee link. I'll send you a private unlisted link through there, and you can leave a tip through there as well. But your likes, subscriptions are deeply appreciated. Happy holidays. Stay safe, stay healthy, and Happy New Year.